Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, all series videos. Thank you so much for the likes, the comments, and for subscribing. In this video, I'll be updating you on Sister Wives. Guess what? Gaza caught herself to implicate Dua. The shocking thing is that Rahat slapped Hina, shocking everyone. You need to watch to the end to find out what happened. Please subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to click on the notification button to be notified anytime I drop a new video. Please like this video, download this video, share this video, give it a thumbs up. Tell me what you feel about this video in the comment section and don't forget to subscribe. Let's go. Haiders is sitting in his office and recalls Dua saying that Haiders is disloyal and she doesn't desire him. How she gave up Haiders to Ghazal. He looks at her photo and says, I have betrayed you. I have given you so much pain. Ghazal calls him, but he cuts the call. He says, I wish I can take away Dua's pain. I wish I can bring her happiness back. I have destroyed Dua's life to save Ghazal's life. Hina calls him, but he cuts the call. He says, Ami is responsible for this too. She couldn't be a good mother to show me the way. Hina messages Haiders to meet Rahat as he is going for pilgrimage. Gaza is bleeding and says Haiders will come on my side, seeing my pain. Hina is calling Haiders and says he has to meet Rahat before he leaves. Rahat meets Gunners and says I am still pained by you. I loved you a lot, but you have hurt me too much. Gunners cries and says please forgive me. Rahat says I will try to. She hugs him and he asks her to take care of the kids. He looks at Noor and asks her to take care. He says to take care of Dua. Haiders comes there and says, I will pick up your luggage, Abu. Rahat asks him to shut up. Noor says, please don't curse him. He has a good heart. She smiles at him. Gunners notices it and asks Haiders to leave. Haiders wishes the best to Rahat and takes his luggage from there. Rahat goes too. Gunners asks Noor what is going on. Don't you dare even look at Haiders. He is a useless man. She goes from there. Noor says, I don't even know what she's talking about. Gaza hits her head on the mirror and falls down in the warehouse. She laughs and says, this pain is nothing in front of seeing Haiders pining for Dua. When I see him crying for Dua, I crave his love. But he doesn't even care. He is mine. She recalls Haiders' relationship with Dua and says, he is mine. Why does he worry about Dua still? I know how to snatch my right. Once he comes back, then it will be a memorable day. Dua brings Rahat's ticket and asks him to take his medicine on time. Rahat smiles and says, you are a mother of this house. I will remember everything. He asks Dua to be strong and prays for her success. Dua asks, has he talked with Hina? He says, I tried, but I couldn't. I know she would say something about you which I wouldn't be able to bear. He asks Daddy to take care and says this house needs you. Daddy cries and says we couldn't be fair in this house and I don't want to leave anymore. Rahat says we don't have anyone else but you. Hina comes there and says, what about me? All look on. Hina says, I made your favorite ladus. I pray for your journey and everything will be fine when you come back. This house will be cleansed from Dua when you come back. He glares at her and starts to leave. But she says, I will try to call Haiders again. She calls him but he doesn't pick up. Hina says he must be busy. Rahat asks Dua to call Haiders. He takes her phone. Hina says he wouldn't take her call if he didn't take my call. Hina calls from Dua's phone. Haiders sees Dua calling and takes the call. He says, I can't believe you are calling me, Dua. I was so worried and I can't even believe we are talking. I can't apologize enough. Please say something. Hina has put the call on the speaker and all hear that. Dua looks on. Hina says, "It's me talking." Haiders says, "Why do you have Dua's phone? Is everything all right? Did something happen? Is my Dua okay?" Hina is angry and says she is okay. "Your father is leaving, so come and meet him." She ends the call. Hina glares at Dua and says he didn't take my call, but Dua has trapped him in such a way that she has made him against me. She tells Dua that you will burn in hell for making my son against me. God will punish you. Rahat throws away her lodus in anger while all look on. He shouts at Hina to stop it. Haiders is repenting his mistake. "But you are still cursing the one who was wronged? Can't you see that your son is not even talking to you, who used to run from the outside on your one call? If you keep doing this, then you will be alone in the world." Hina says that will happen with my enemies. "You are cursing me, so you should be ashamed." Rahat says your son is against you. He might not even see your face in the future. Hina says stop it. You are taking Dua's side. Rahat says you didn't tell your son that he was wrong. "I am scared that I might not want to see your face even when you die." Hina tells Dua that she must be happy hearing all that. "You have made my son and my husband against me. You have burned my happiness, so I will never forgive you. My kids are against me. My son doesn't want to talk to me. You have made my family away from me. You have crossed all limits. You have destroyed my peace and happiness. Today, either I die or you. All look on." She grabs her and starts strangling her. All rush to stop her, but Dua keeps standing silent. Rahat pushes Hina away and slaps her hard. All are shocked. Daddy tells Hina that how dare you try to kill Dua. You have crossed all limits today. She says yes, all limits have crossed. She tells Rahat how could he raise hand on her. Rahat says you are so shameless. You are not realizing your mistake. You have lost your self-respect. Don't you dare try to harm Dua again. She is not alone here. Father is with her. I am still alive and nobody can harm Dua. He tells Dua that this is her real face. You wanted me to meet her before leaving, but her heart has been poisoned. Ravi says I will drop you off. Ajaz says I will help you both. Ravi says, "Why are you helping this much?" Rahat says, "I will leave you now." He asks Daddy to take care. Daddy blesses him. Rahat tells Dua to not be scared of anyone. "I pray that this family is protected from enemies." He says goodbye and starts leaving. Hina cries and says, "Please don't be angry at me." Rahat says, "For God's sake, stay away from me." He leaves with Ravi. Hina glares at Dua and says, "He left without talking to me. God will punish you for this. You have hurt a mother, so I curse you." Daddy says you are still against Dua. Stop blaming her for breaking your house. Rahat is right that you are following a wrong path. Rahat is leaving the house. He tells Ravi to take care of Haiders. Haiders arrives there and says, "You are leaving without meeting me. I pray for your trip. I apologize for my mistake." He hugs him and says, "I will miss you." Rahat doesn't hug him back. He says, "I know you are angry at me, but please bless me." He sits on his knees, but Rahat starts leaving. Haiders stops him and says, "I need my father's blessings." He begs him. Rahat blesses him sadly and says, "I pray that you find the right path." He leaves from there. Haiders sees blood in the garden and thinks, whose blood is that? He finds a trail and goes towards the storeroom. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and come back for more updates from your favorite Z Word series.